Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this video may contain scenes that are not suitable for people who suffer from epilepsy. Please keep this in mind if you intend to watch the video. And with that, let us return to our epic voyage through the Delta Quadrant. Just as soon as I figure out how to beam up. How do I activate this communicator? I know you press on it, but... there we go. There we go.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome one and all to Let's Play Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, a game released in 2000 for the PC, 2001 for the PS2 in the US, and 2002 elsewhere for that console. Developed by Raven Software and published by Activision, this is an FPS set in the Star Trek universe, specifically the television series Voyager. This takes place late in the 6th season, and follows the experimental Hazard Team, a squad of crew members designed to take on more difficult missions. Missions that involve a lot of combat and danger. This is one of the first games to license the id Tech 3 engine made by id Software, which was first used in Quake 3, and to great success. This is widely considered to be an incredibly good FPS game, and it had a sequel, Star Trek Voyager Elite Force, released later. All of the core cast are present and voiced by their cast members. The only exception originally was Seven of Nine's actress Jeri Ryan, but this was rectified later in patches and an expansion. As for the members of the Hazard Team, a lot of the characters are new creations for the game, but two of them are characters that you may recognise from episodes in the show. One of them is Juliet Giroux, who is a telepath, and Chell, the squad's technician, who is a rather apprehensive Bolian. We will be playing Ensign Monroe, a new character in the crew of Voyager. This is a game that I have quite a bit of experience with. Let us select new games so that we stop the beeping. There's quite a bit of beeping that happens in this game. Now we get to hear the pulse of the warp core instead. And more beeping! Yeah, the menu has quite a lot of beeping. This is a game that I have experience with, because I remember buying it from a local game store and completing it in one day. I really enjoyed playing it, but I was expecting it to be a lot longer. And I actually ended up returning the game the very next day. It's not something I'm especially proud of, but I was a lot younger. I was really hoping the game would be longer. You can get through this game quite quickly if you know what you're doing. I don't remember what I'm doing necessarily, but it shouldn't be too complicated. Keyword shouldn't be. You'll note, by the way, before I start, that the game is in 1080p. I have downloaded a patch to give myself a 1080p resolution, effectively forcing the game to that resolution and altering the HUD to match. There are a few quirks of this. Let me show you one of these quirks. If I go to the options, Monroe isn't looking too great. And if I then go back to the main menu, Monroe is there, cut off, juddering, because the engine just can't take the fact that 1080p is happening here. I've set everything up as best as I can, options-wise, but there will be an issue with the sound balance of the voice lines. They aren't equal all the time, and me and Cav have done the best we possibly can. One thing I want to mention, though, is this menu system. It just gives you so much information. You can click things like this, and it tells you about Voyager, currently returning from the Delta Quadrant, tells you about the galactic core, the rumored location of Shakari, the Delta Quadrant, the Alpha Quadrant, Borg space, the Romulan Empire, the Klingon Empire. There's so many things you can click and look at. The Raven Software did a fantastic job making this menu system incredibly interactive, making you feel like you're in the world of Voyager, that you're on board, serving with all the other crew. As for what the plot of the game is going to be to start with, well, we'll find out when we dive into the game proper. What perils will befall Voyager? Will the Hazard team be able to prevail? And will Voyager run out of photon torpedoes? They'll never run out of photon torpedoes. It's one of the many mysteries of the show. A show that I really like, by the way. I've caught bits of Star Trek all throughout my life. I caught reruns of the original series to start with, and The Next Generation. I later caught bits of Voyager and Deep Space Nine. I remember going to the cinema with my family to watch Generations. I've always enjoyed Star Trek. Just never sat down and watched an entire show from start to finish. I really should one day. But I've got so many things to do. So many things to do. Like play this game. Before we go into the main game, however, I thought I'd use this introductory video to check out the tutorial. It's not often that games have a tutorial that's a completely separate mode these days. So, let's see what they did with this. I don't remember how in-depth the tutorial is, but I think it's a pretty good one.
Ensign Monroe, the purpose of this training course is to familiarize you with the basic maneuvers and strategies you will need as a member of the Hazard team. On away missions, you will be required to know instinctively exactly what to do in various situations. First, you should warm up. Walk or run around the room a few times. Practice maneuverability. Your Hazard suit is designed for ease of movement, while affording you a significant amount of personal protection. These suits are armored and outfitted with a medical system powered by a small belt-mounted energy pack. This pack has a universal power collector, which can accept most types of power as energy. It was designed for maximum flexibility in the field. Now let's try some basic movement maneuvers. We will start with a simple ladder. First, approach the ladder. Then, look up the ladder while walking forward to climb.
Using the holodeck for this is absolutely fantastic, and it's reminded me that I need to change my movement keys, because there are going to be some odd movement keys. Okay, A and D is fine. Sidestep. Jump? I don't want jump to be / or X. That seems like a bad idea. Crouch being C, I can deal with that. Lean left equals use key. So we have attack and look. Uses space, that's fine. Look up, look down, we don't need. Weapons, you've got all of them there. Really what I want to change is the jump key. Yeah, actually, let's change the use key. I want to change the use key to E. And I want to change the jump key to space. There we go. That'll be fine. Right. Let's go. So, let's climb up a ladder. Tuvok is waiting for us there. Very patiently, I might add. And there we go.
You now need to jump on, over, and around these obstacles to get out of the pit.
Will do. Right. Jump. Now, I can't get up from here, but if I run, I can get to here.
Very good, Ensign.
Thanks!
Approach the Jeffries 2 maintenance shaft, then crouch to crawl inside it.
Ah! A Jeffries maintenance tube. I love the fact that they've modeled this so well. And there we go.
Now, crouch walk to the end of the shaft.
Will do, Tuvok! We are here in more holodeck.
You will encounter life-threatening environments and situations. On your tactical eye display, or TED, you will notice the orange bar and numbers in the lower left of your view. These monitor your suit's health energy. When you are injured, this energy is used by the anabolic protoplasmers and dermal regenerators strewn throughout the inside of your suit. When this energy runs out, you cannot be healed, and you will die. The small blue bar and the numbers under the health bar are your armor energy. The ablative armor patches will take the brunt of most damage inflicted upon you. However, once the armor is depleted, you will take more damage, and your health energy will drain very quickly. Your suit will protect you, but the energy for the health and armor systems will eventually drain, and will need to be replenished. Jump across these rocks to get to the other side of the lava pit, without losing too much health and armor power.
Note that there was a force field preventing us from getting to this lava. I've been looking a lot at Tuvok's model. Huge amount of effort was put into making sure all the details were captured and put in that model. It's fantastic. I wonder what planet this is meant to be. Clearly it's early 2000s FPS land, because look at those jagged rocks. Oh, those rocks are so jagged. Right, we need to get over this without perishing. Easier said than done. Can I do it without getting hurt? Ah, the steam will get us regardless. Cleverly placed steam. And we need to run to that one.
In the cave is an alien power terminal that your suit can convert into health and armor energy. Your TED has been programmed to scan and identify usable power terminals in many alien configurations. Approach the terminal and use it to transfer energy into your suit.
That's handy. And the game will highlight it for us. This is an option you can have set in the configuration. So, we'll use this.
Your suit's medical system is recharging, while nanites are regenerating your armor.
Excellent.
You will now have to use all of the skills you have just learned to get through this next area. Beware of enemies and dodge their fire.
Will do. Right. We'll go up. What enemies are going to be here? Oh, there's a Klingon! Now, I can't open that. Oh, but I could go this way. Sneak past this Klingon. Okay, can't go that way, but I can go this way. Ah, we're on a Klingon vessel. Rather a holographic projection of a Klingon vessel. No Klingons here. But I can jump up to here. Oh! Alright. You're gonna try to get me with fire. Luckily, you're not very accurate. There is a health energy terminal, just in case I needed it. I don't, but I'll take it.
You are now equipped with a standard Federation phaser compression rifle.
Excellent.
On the lower right of your view is the weapon energy indicator. All Federation weapons use an energy pack in your suit to supply ammunition to the weapon.
Great.
All weapons have an alternate firing mode activated by the second trigger. Your rifle, for instance, has a sniper mode that is silent and much more powerful. It is most effective when used with your TED's enhanced zoom. Your TED has a built-in magnification feature. Use the zoom in command to get a closer look at an object or area. This can aid you in acquiring additional information or in more precisely targeting your weapons. Here you will use your weapon to shoot targets in the room.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the options again, because alt attack should not be alt. It should not be alt. Alt attack should be right mouse button. So I can... Okay, that cycles through my weapons, but if I press this... There we go. I can then go... Phew! Phew! Am I ever going to use the zoom function on this? Probably not. I'm going to zap... Oh, I probably don't need to actually zap it. I could probably just shoot like that. There we go. Pew pew! Pew pew!
Shooting, Ensign.
Thanks.
Weapon energy is a different type of energy than that of the health and armor energy. However, it too can be found in the terminals throughout alien vessels. Your TED is programmed to identify these as well. Approach the terminal and recharge your rifle's energy.
Excellent, I will.
This next exercise is a simulated firefight. Your primary objective is to eliminate all Hirogen enemies. You will need to use your rifle and recharge it, utilizing energy terminals like the one you just used. When you receive a new mission objective, it will be uploaded to your TED and can be read with the info command. Note the tactical information. This data is designed to aid in your survival and assist you in achieving your objectives. The simulated mission begins now.
Gotcha, Tuvok. Right. Eliminate all Hirogen warriors on this level. As a note, Tuvok is the one that runs the hazard team. We are second in command of it. There's a lieutenant that we serve under.
Ensign, you have just acquired an alien weapon. Note that your TED ammo display has changed color. This is because the weapon uses dilithium crystal shards as a power source. These power crystals are used by most alien races and can be found on alien vessels. Collect the crystals to power the weapons. Your TED has been programmed to recognize and measure this power source.
This must be Oh, here comes a Hirogen. This must be a powerful weapon if it uses dilithium crystals. Right. Pew pew! Pew pew! Right, gotcha. And then we'll deal with you. There we are. We also typically would have a phaser, which is a weapon with infinite ammunition. It just slowly recharges. That way you always have a weapon, regardless. Okay, it's a health terminal. I don't need... Oh, I might need it now. Pew pew! Ah, zappy pew pew lasers. And now our mission... Oh.
Congratulations, Ensign. You have successfully completed the Hazard Team training course.
Marvelous! And with that,
Welcome to Voyager Elkar's menu
we
system.
can leave, and the game does not like the fact that we have left. Oh my, it does not like that. And when we come back, folks, we will go into the game proper. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. As we move on from an incredibly in-depth and well-put-together tutorial to the game proper. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.